All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. It's straight up energy reading. That's a Burger King staring at you right there. This reading is for Venus in Gemini, which is sort of what I'm calling the in-between energy. But as I pulled on the energy and with this pre-shuffle here, you'll see it, just the surface energy. I realize why it's kind of important how it's blending. You know, how it's blending with the surrounding energies. And those surrounding energies, those immediate surrounding energies are the full moon that I pulled on back a couple of days ago. And Jupiter, which is coming up. Jupiter moving into Gemini. But this one down the middle is interesting. It's a sentimental energy. It's why we've been getting all those warnings. You know, changes in the air, changes are happening. You know, don't let sentimentality hold you back. This is a very sentimental energy. You might get a little sentimental. The Burger King certainly is, according to my pre-shuffle here. All right. It's also an energy blending with that sentimentality of making everyone see the value in things. In other words, and the incoming energy for you, they might realize that it's more than just your hot ass. It's your brain. It's your outlook on life. It's who you are, right? It's a little deeper, right? But the sentimentality is the primary energy here. You know, you get very sentimental about people and situations and things like that. It does make the changes hard because sometimes people hold on to that, right? Oh, I don't want to lose it. Don't let it stop you. I don't think the incoming energy is listening to me based on this pre-show, but maybe they are. I don't know. We'll see. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. This energy will hit you all at different times. You're all moving at different speeds on your timelines. But this in-between energy, between the full moon and Jupiter changing signs, actually a lot more important than I thought it was. I think this might be the difference between somebody telling you how they feel, if they're a new soulmate, or a runner returning, or not. Okay, so let's see where we go. Sentimentality, the sentimental energy. Okay, surface energy here. I asked the universe, give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of Venus in Gemini, which is, you know, it's happening on the 23rd, pretty close, just a day or so. I got the Burger King. It's almost it's another one of those pre-shuffles I wish I did right in front of you. Some asshole's gonna say he set that up. I know, I don't do that. I don't care. You know, it's just, I just shuffle and this is what happens. The Burger King is crossed by sentimentality, the Six of Cups. I mean, it's so fucking perfect. It's not even fucking funny. So this is the DM. This is the incoming energy. Any DM attached to you. Now, I say sentimentality, that might be the runners, right? Sentimentality, an older soulmate. If it's a newer soulmate around you that's holding on to feelings, it's not so much sentimentality as it is a longing. Okay? So keep that in mind. That might make them say something. Say, I gotta say something, right? But anyway, the Six of Cups crossing the Burger King. Pretty self-explanatory with this energy. That by itself blew my mind, and then I kept going. The Nine of Cups and the Five of Wands. There's the resistance. There's the thing that takes it out of, right? If it was just those three cards, the Nine of Cups, right? Emotional fulfillment here, somebody here very sentimental, thinking only back about the positive things. That would be Rainbow Unicorn Tarot. This ain't Rainbow Unicorn Tarot, it's Steve's Love Tarot. That's Five Wands. That's them getting in their own way with it a little bit, right? A little bit. Trying to shut it down, trying to whatever. I don't like feeling this way. The King of Wands does not like to feel sentimental. It's a love them and leave them type energy, right? You don't want to feel sentimental. That makes you go back, right? Underneath that Five of Wands, though, right, is the Ten of Cups. It's too much. It's in the dreams. It's everywhere. It's just too much. It makes them feel really good to feel whatever this sentiment or longing is. And underneath that is again, sentimental. My sentimental little page. My page of nobody more sentimental than a 13-year-old girl or a 12-year-old girl right there on that card. I mean, it's unreal, right? Keeping a little diary, all that kind of shit. Underneath that, well, there's an Ace of Swords, but that's not part of our pre-shuffle, but it's still a damn fine card of communication, is strength, okay? So they're trying to push it back a little bit, but the heart chakra is pried open by the universe. It's actually pried open, apparently, by Archangel Michael's sword. A little leverage there. We'll see. Let's pull a reading, okay? Now, we're going to do this a little differently. I'm going to do the cut cards like I always do, and I'm shuffling for those now, the why the fuck are we here card before the cut, right? But because this is very sentimental energy, it's very squishy, emotional energy. I'm tearing up here, right? Even the bird is tearing up next to me, and he don't even have tear ducts, right? He doesn't have the tear glands. Anyway, I'm going to pull a pyramid. But I'm going to clarify the shit out of it so to compensate for the fact that there's probably right on the edge of too many people here for a pyramid type reading. But I think because it's about emotions, I'm going to do it that way, which is the same reading type of reading I pull in the extendeds a lot, and also in the for the monthly readings the last couple of months. Okay, so we'll talk about that in a second. Right now, let's find out why the fuck we're here. All right, let's go. Card before the cut. Why the fuck are we here, universe? Yeah, come on. It had to be. Ace of Cups. I mean, come on. It's flowing, too. It's flowing. It's sentimental. It's just, there's no other word I can come up with. It's just, it feels like that. It's nostalgia. It's longing, if it's a newer song. It's just emotions, tears flowing, that kind of thing. I mean, be careful. I tell you guys, be careful about going someplace you haven't been in a while Venus is transiting Gemini in this energy. Be careful, because you will tear up for no reason. It could be a grocery store near where you used to live 5-6 years ago. You will walk in and tear up. Oh my God, I used to come here. That kind of thing. Just be careful. All right? You don't want to get all crazy town out in public. All right, here we go. Although sometimes I recommend it. After the cut is the Fool. Yeah, is everybody willing to take a chance on love in this energy? Because of that. Because they want to feel that way again, that type of energy. But the thing is, they don't just want to feel that way again, whatever that way again is. They are feeling that way again. And this time, you know, when you have those kind of feelings, it can make you take a chance. It can make you take a leap of faith. It can make you want to right a wrong, right? Do something you didn't do last time, sort of a thing. So it might work to the DF's advantage. All right. What won't work to the DF's advantage is crying in a grocery store that you haven't been in 5 years. Okay, that, you know, I mean, come on. Try not to put yourself in too many sentimental positions while this transit's going on. Now let's shuffle the deck for our pyramid. The top row is how they feel about you. And again, I'm going to clarify the shit out of the reading, whatever needs clarifying. But the top row is how they feel, their emotions. It's all soul. 3 cards of soul. 2 cards in the middle of thought or ego, and the final outcome here at the bottom of the pyramid, which I will clarify the shit out of. All right, or what I often call, I call it clarifying here on YouTube because everybody else does, and I figured I'd keep the vernacular the same. For the record, I actually call it rabbit holing. All right, that's in my head. That's what I call it, because that's what you do. You're going down a rabbit hole. You're taking, okay, you gave me this information. Now let's go down a rabbit hole with it and see where it goes. You're just asking why. That's why when I shuffle, I ask why. Why is that here? Why? Those are rabbit holes, and they're always fun to go down. Okay, let's go. How do they feel? Let's see. Well, the overall energy of our pyramid is the 4 of Wands. I got a card that fell out. It fell on the floor, the 6 of Swords. Okay, so that's our first card in our top row. 4 of Wands. Overall energy, the Emperor. The Emperor fueling the 4 of Wands. I mean, what do you think? You think he want to get up off that? He's longing. There's a longing here. That's you out there. One of those 2 people. Here he is sitting with all this shit, like I always tell you. It's lonely over here. There's a longing and a sentiment. Somebody wants to walk a path with you. 4 of Wands it's a stable new beginning. It really is. It's really nice, and it leads to 10 Pentacles. Somebody wants to change their life in this energy because of sentiment. And I think the energies of the full moon and Jupiter moving into Gemini is going to really help that. That Jupiter reading I'm going to do in a couple of days is probably the biggest reading I will have ever pulled here on this channel, because there's a lot more going on, and we'll talk about it when we get there. But Jupiter is interacting with a lot of things while it's moving into Gemini. Center card, 8 of Cups, and what's red with 6 Swords? Temperance. Yeah. Well, I mean, on the emotional side, you're their angel. I mean, it is. I mean, I could say that. It's going to be a corny reading. What do you want me to do? It's a very, very squishy reading. Somebody here really, how do they feel? They feel like they made a mistake. Okay? I don't think that's what they're thinking, but it certainly feels like a mistake. In other words, what I mean is, I'm just paraphrasing the whole thing here. Somebody's coming towards you. I mean, they definitely feel like they want to right a wrong. But what I mean when I say they feel a mistake, think about something that you would be, a place you would go and you would be sentimental about it, but the last time you were there, you fucked up. You made the wrong decision, right? You could have had it all, right? And now that's that feeling. That's how they feel about you. Okay? And it applies to new soulmates who haven't told you how they feel yet. Okay? It applies to that too. They probably had many opportunities to and didn't. So it's someone who feels the sentimentality and feels like they fucked up. And they definitely want to right or wrong here. There's no doubt. Let's clarify. Let's clarify. I'm not even going, we'll keep going with the pyramid later. I want to clarify a couple of things here. Number one is that Eight of Cups. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. Why is it here? We're going to talk to the light seers here. That deck. All right, let's go. Eight of Cups. Tell me about it. I didn't even give my spiel. I didn't even say it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, right? It should be a given. I shouldn't have to say it, right? I mean, you know, of course it's a general reading. Look at how many views it gets. It's got to be a general reading. But as a whole, this energy's pretty easy. It's pretty across the board, all right? All right. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Okay. Yeah. Remember the overall energy was 4 wands and an emperor? Yeah, it's crossed by 4 wands. Somebody shouldn't have walked away. How do they feel? They feel like they shouldn't have walked away from 8 broken cups. They feel like they shouldn't have accused your connection of being 8 broken cups, or telling you how they feel as 8 broken cups, as something they shouldn't do, something they should move away from. Yeah. Somebody wants another crack at it here. What's on top? Well, more. Why am I your second favorite? I have no idea. Look, 4 of Cups. Yeah. Why is the Eight of Cups here? The 4 of Cups. Why did I pick these? That's what she's saying. A girl on the card. Your person can be a dude. Doesn't matter. Why did I pick these? Oh, the fucking rainbow. They're just sentimental about all of it, too. She's sentimental about these, right? And sentimental about the rainbow at the same time. So, again, it's that juxtaposition. It's that contrast. And down the middle is the girl. Oh, I fucked up. Son of a bitch. Right? Like that. Why is the 4 of Cups here? Temperance. That's temperance. Right there. This is temperance. Right there. It's temperance all over the place. Okay? It's a lot of truth here. It's Archangel Michael energy. And I talked about his sword up in the pre-shuffle. And I said I think the reason that they're feeling all this and can't shut it down is I think Archangel Michael's sword of truth, the Ace of Swords, is prying open the heart chakra. That's what the Strength card told me. Well, I got it here. I got Archangel Michael on this table twice already. All right, and it's a hard truth. It's cold, hard truth, and it makes them feel sentimental, yes, but also there's a picture, just like that. Okay, so that's how they're feeling. All right, then if you want to keep throwing me Archangel Michael, let's clarify him. Why is Temperance here? In general, why is this Temperance here? I see the rainbow on it. That's pretty much what I'm drawn to, but we'll see. Why is Temperance here? What do you want to tell me about it? What do you want to tell me about Temperance? Let's see where we go. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's crossed by the 7 of Pentacles. In the feelings department, it's just like a divine time. It's like the energy is right for something to happen. I get that. The energy is only allowing truth through. Okay? Truth of emotion through. And that's probably why, well, that's the recipe for sentimentality, actually. So, yeah, that makes sense. What's on top? The Star. Yeah. The same thing. It's a card of destiny. It's a card of divine timing. It's all higher than them. Okay? This sentimentality is coming from a different plane. Okay? Which is probably why it's hitting them pretty hard. Why is the Star here? It's the Emperor again. We can't escape it. We already had the Emperor, and the overall energy right there with the 4 wands says the same thing. It's time. It's basically, you want me to Steve this up for you? It basically says Archangel Michael here, energy, is basically saying it's time for this motherfucker to wake up, to get it, to understand why that chair is empty and why it shouldn't be. Okay? So it applies whether it's a new soulmate or who's holding on to feelings, or a long lost runner, or both. For some of you, they are having the urge to come towards you. They are getting in the canoe. All right. It is a slow energy though, and it slows them down because this hurts. You know, it's just what it is. All right, let's go. Now let's get to some thoughts. So that's how they feel. Okay. Yeah, they feel like, oh, I'm longing for that. I fucked up. That kind of thing. Okay. Well, what happens when they start thinking? The Hierophant. And The Five of Swords. And you notice I went straight to and, right? Because if I just threw this, you'd be like, Steve, full of shit. They're finally getting it. They're finally thinking, yes, oh, spiritual big changes. Oh, it's wonderful. It's beautiful. No, it ain't. It's the Five of Swords. It's false victory. It's somebody here trying to shortcut it all, trying to shut it all down. Trying to shut it all down. It's fine. This is the in-between energy. It's just adding to things. We have to know where energies come from so that we can analyze it and understand how they interact with the energies around them. That's context. And another example of context is when I split it up. When I say, this might be a runner. Well, if it's a runner, there's sentimental about you. That's one context. It's a runner. The other context is it's a new soulmate holding all the feelings for you. That is not so much sentimentality as it is longing, right? Different context, same energy, different context, reads differently, plays out differently, okay? Either way, I've got somebody here understands this all completely. They basically went, let's just say they went and talked to the Pope or their priest or whatever it is, right? And the priest gave them some great advice, absolutely amazing advice. Go, get the rainbow, right? And then on the way home, fuck it. They blow it off. It's a little bit of that. It's somebody still trying to shortcut things. Let's clarify a couple of things here. First of all, let's clarify the Hierophant. I'm going to clarify both of these. Why? Because I fucking feel like it. Tell me about the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Let's go. Why is it here? It's an energy of change. I mean, the Hierophant is a 5. It's an energy of change. 5s are where change happens. And yeah, and that's why I described the energy the way I did. I don't joke about anything or talk about anything that's not part of the reading. Yeah, it's change. The opportunity, the advice is there. The information is there. They understand what's going on here. All right? This need to shut things down to protect the ego. Yeah, but if I get up off that Papazon chair, then I'm weak, kind of a thing. We got to get past that. We actually already are past it. It's hard to get people to work against their core programming. Why is the Hierophant here? Come on, don't want to shuffle all day. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. The advice, the advice that their own brain is giving them is try again. You can have another crack at this. You can start over. Let's get it right this time. We're feeling all this sentimentality. We're feeling like we fucked up, like we did something stupid. Well, let's go. Their own brain is giving them the popely advice to try again. Try again. They definitely want something here. What's on? But with the Five of Swords, that would tell me they want it on their terms. Yeah, see, Five of Swords came up. Look, Five of Swords from another deck. Five of Swords on top of it. I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass. The DM side of this cycle is frustrating as fuck. I can feel this. If I felt this level of sentimentality for you, I don't care where you live, I would get on a plane. It is that much. And I'm telling you, it's somebody who's just trying to, but it's like the Pope is talking, right? He's giving them the advice, and yeah, I know what you mean, man. Yeah, I should just go for it and try again. Hey, Poper, can I call you Poper? Is that something I can call you? Anyway, hey, Poper, is there any way I could shortcut this? Is there any way, maybe I could just text, right? And that would just fix everything. It's all this shortcut, half-ass shit. Drives me crazy. Why is the Five of Swords here? Why? Ace of Cups. Yeah. It's because this person, they're afraid that if they, in the brain, they're afraid that if they share how they feel, they're going to look stupid. That's the easiest way to phrase it for a general audience. Whether it's a new soulmate holding on to feelings or a long-lost runner, they're afraid if they share it, they're going to look stupid. That's the easiest way to phrase it. So that's why they're looking for a shortcut. When it gets to the brain, their brain instantly goes into find a shortcut mode. Okay? But deep down, their own brain is very, very wise, telling them exactly what they need to do. Yeah, but is there any way I could shortcut? Yeah. Because, there's just this fear of what other people think. We all have to get past that. Societal energies, everybody needs to stop worrying what other people think, what other people do. Start worrying about what you think about you and what you're going to do. What do you like? That kind of thing. It's just, All right. Five of Swords. They're worried that they're going to look stupid if they share. It's the easiest way to phrase that energy. I'm going to pull on the Five of Swords again. This one. I am. Because we're going to go down another rabbit hole now. I love that the Five of Swords came out on top of there. Just validating my read. Son of a bitch. And I don't want it to. I would love for this to... I would love for that to have been a Knight of Cups. I would love for that to have been some kind of Ace of Pentacles or something like that. With that Knight of Cups. Right? I mean, and I would love for this to be 8 Wands instead of 5 Swords or something along those lines. I'd like, we'd like a lot of things. We don't always get them. But sometimes we get what we need. And I think the DF gets what they need out of this energy. I think your sentimentality plays, think equal and opposite reaction here. I think for you, you get some smiles. You find some joy again in this sentimentality. I think this is very good energy for the DF. I'll pull on you. I'll open the extended by pulling on you. I think this is very good energy for you. I'm just pulling on the DM side now, trying to get an answer on this other Five of Swords. And yeah, it's defensive. It's 7 of Wands. It's a defensive energy underneath the 7 of Wands. Fueling that is a Page of Wands. It's someone here who's just... back and forth, fluctuating between I'm going to go for it, I'm not going to go for it, I'm going to go for it, okay fine, I'm going to try again, we can rebuild this. Remember, there was 3 pentacles crossing there. I'm going to go for it, I'm not going to go for it. See, there's the not, there's the am, here's the defensiveness. Overall, it's all there. All right, what's on top? King of Swords. They know the truth. Yeah, I know. We already know, universe. I already said it. Their own brain is reflecting in that Hierophant. They know damn well. They know how they feel. They know, absolutely. Absolutely. It's not my King of Action, though. It's just my King of Truth. Why is the King of Swords here? And there's the 4 of Wands again, a card we can't escape. They know exactly what they want to do. They're just trying to find a shortcut. You know what? You call this the Yellow Brick Road. I don't remember any part in Wizard of Oz where Dorothy got a shortcut through. The instructions were to follow the Yellow Brick Road. It's not follow the Yellow Brick Road, but if you get to a tree, you can go off to the left near an old barn and cut around. No, there's no shortcuts here. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. And it takes you right to the 10 of Pentacles. They know exactly what they need to do. These 2 cards verify my read on the Hierophant. Okay? And the 5 of Swords verifies my read on the, yeah, but wait. All right. Final outcome. So what's going to happen here? Asking the universe to be predictive. I'm just isolating Venus in Gemini. Okay? We're not worried about what we talked about in the full moon reading. We're not worried about what we're going to talk about in the Jupiter Gemini reading. I'm going to need extra bacon for that one. Final outcome based on this energy. 4 of Swords. Well, it's nothing. It's the universe's way of saying let them go through it. Look, you want the truth. It's the truth. I'm giving you the truth. It's 4 swords. It can mean healing. It can mean shutting down the brain and the soul comes up. The soul energy comes up, and that's part of how the healing happens. It can mean the third eye opening up. It can mean that. It can mean a void. It's a void. It also can mean all bets are off here a little bit. It can be a little bit of a moon type energy, as yet unknown. But I really feel it more as a void. Let's clarify it. Let's see. Final outcome, clarify it. I do feel that they feel they should try something. I get that. But I'm isolating Venus and Gemini. And what the universe is saying when it throws me this card here, it's talking about let them go through this. Okay? They have to. They will figure out, I guarantee you, because of how many times we've seen the Four of Wands, you can't shortcut a Four of Wands. It's stable, solid pathway that leads, it's the yellow brick road. It leads to the Ten of Pentacles. There's no shortcuts, there's no nothing. You stay on the fucking road. I guarantee you, they come to that conclusion, that there's no way to shortcut this. And that's why this guy is so distraught, right? Because probably Poper over here, as he called him, probably said, no, there's no shortcuts. Probably said the same thing I did. No, you take the yellow brick road. There's no shortcuts. So let them go through it. It brings a lot of healing with it. There is a healing aspect here, the Four of Swords. Why is the Four of Swords here? Well, let's find out. Let's not jump to conclude. We may get an Eight of Wands on top of this. I don't know. If an Eight of Wands is crossing this, or any card of communication is crossing this, it's a wonderful thing. But the cards of communication in a reading, in the context of a reading like this, are going to be very limited. I mean, they're going to have to be, we can't stretch and say, oh, temperance, it's communication, or something like that. We can't, you know, or Knight of Pentacles, communication. We can't say that. It's not going to fly. That only works in certain contexts, not in this context. This is very sentimental, a powerful emotional energy here that somebody's trying to, is there any way around this? That always worries me when people try to find ways around emotion. In this energy, if you work with it, you will, as I suspect the DF will, you will find joy. You will have a renewed zest for life. You really will. I think you guys probably do, on your side anyway. Let's see. Remember I said communication, right? You know, and it's going to be very limited. Yeah, well, it's 9 swords crossing the 4 swords. It's a lot of it. This is all too much. All this sentimentality, and I can dig it. I am a very sentimental person. I am someone who holds on to things and every 5 years I force myself to do a purge and get rid of shit that I just don't need around. I get this energy. I myself, and I imagine a lot of you, will thrive in this energy. We will love this. It'll make us feel things we haven't felt in a while. It's just a wonderful thing. First song I heard this morning, strangely enough, was the Moody Blues, Tuesday Afternoon. And it just took me right back to somewhere. You know, it always takes me back to a time when I was a kid. That being said, I and imagine a lot of you thrive in this energy of deep sentimentality. The DM side does not. This is troublesome. This keeps them up at night, kind of a thing, okay? It's very troublesome to them because it makes them want to change. It makes them want to do something. It makes them want to try again. And that urge to shortcut is there, right, with it. But the problem with that is, yeah, we have a lot of other energies in play, which we're not looking at here, like the full moon that we just pulled on recently. But more importantly, Jupiter in Gemini. And we'll talk about that when we get there. But Jupiter in Gemini, in my life experience, tracking it, always out with the old, in with the new kind of a thing. It always ushers in some new. And that's especially important this year with the soulmate cycle being Cancerian themed, which is where Jupiter's going next after Gemini. What's on top? 6 of Wands. Yeah, they just feel in this energy, I don't know what to do with all this sentimentality. I just feel like my victory is in doing nothing. I'm just going to sit here and soak it in. And that's your advice too. Do nothing towards this energy. Let them have this sentimentality. Let them feel it. I imagine the spying energy will go through the fucking roof. Because I tell you what, it's going to be tough. 10 Wands. Why is the 6 of Wands here? Well, they feel victory in doing nothing here because obviously they don't know what to do with it. It's too much. It's too much of a much. It's much easier, I guess, for the DM side to just sit there like that. Okay, I don't know. That doesn't look like a very comfortable seating position, I will tell you that. She could use a squatty potty, I will tell you that. But at the end of the day, 10 Wands, they're wrong, is what the universe is saying. The pressure will build. The intensity will build. The urge to do something will build. Why? Because they already know in the brain between the Hierophant and the King of Truth here, they get it. They know. They're just trying to find a shortcut, and you won't. You will never find a shortcut down the yellow brick road. You either take it or you don't. And they'll figure that out eventually. 10s are the end dead end that lead to a new beginning. And this card here, falling right there, is telling us there's more to come here. Let this play out. But I will tell you, this is deep. This is far too deep for the DM side. I know I have a few enlightened DMs that come here. You guys will be fine. But I'm talking about the general out there. It's far too deep for it. They're going to try and shut it down. It's going to be too hard to do that. There's a lot of other energies that are encouraging. I don't want to say forcing, encouraging change. Letting go of things that have held you to the past, etc. Let's shuffle the deck. And again, we can't get rid of the 4 of Wands. Remember, it was the overall energy. It was crossing somewhere over here. I think the 8 of Cups. I mean, it's everywhere. It's right there. All right. Call it the Yellow Brick Road card for this reading, I'll tell you. Okay. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. I'm going to go pull some wicked voodoo on this. I'm going to go sit down and listen to them talking to the Pope. I'm going to sit down. I want to pry into why the energy is right for this. Why is this all happening? There's some kind of destiny playing out. I'm going to see if I can dig into it. And of course, I'll open the reading by pulling on you. Of course I will. All right? And maybe we'll pull another pyramid. Maybe we won't. I might. Well, if I do pull another pyramid in the extended, I'll pull it from a different angle. Okay? All right. So that it's a different reading. I ain't gonna repeat a reading. That'd be stupid. All right, here we go. I went to an extended. He just repeated the reading. I know. What an asshole. I'd call myself an asshole. Page of Wands. We always pull from the bottom here. Knight of Cups. King of Pentacles. This is a beautiful pull. Holy shit. And the Two of Cups. In base energy, Two of Cups crossing the Knight of Cups. Doesn't matter. Allow yourself to be sentimental. What the fuck am I saying? Allow yourself to be sentimental. To be sentimental. Okay? This is a message for you. I said, what else you want to tell my viewers? There's another energy here. Your sentimentality leads you to someone. Okay? Someone very good. Follow your sentimentality the way Toucan Sam follows his nose to Fruit Loops. All right? It leads you somewhere. It does. It does. Something about it will either you're in a place that makes you sentimental. Why do I keep sentimental? I don't know why I keep saying that. It's a Freudian slip. Sentimental. I have no idea what it means. Maybe it means something to you. I don't know. Maybe your person has a speech impediment and they always say sentimental. I have no idea. Either way, I seem to have a speech impediment today. And there's probably a reason for it because I know how to say the word sentimental. That being said, maybe you go to a place that makes you sentimental and that you meet someone there while you're in that state of energy. It can be very attracting energy. Or it's possible that you find something within that sentimentality, within that sentiment, that activates some kind of energy that you then radiate out, which attracts something to you or puts you in line with something. Either way, that's what the universe is saying here. All right. If you want the extended, the link is in the description. It should be a pretty interesting energy to get an extended on. It's a very, very deep feeling energy, and that's good. The cards like that. The energy really comes in for that. Well, anyway, I'll try. I'll do my best. If you want the extended, the link's in the description. I hope this reading was helpful. All right. All right. Good luck.